Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. One of the questions that I've been getting quite a bit in the comments on my videos is, Pyro, how in the world can I get more legendary marks? I am burning through them like crazy, buying all these vendor weapons every week. I need more. I don't know how to get them. So here's a quick video showing you how to get easy legendary marks. So first of all, this is where you want to go, man. This should be your number one priority every week for legendary marks, and that is the weekly story playlist. You can get a total of 100 legendary marks from completing 5 weekly story missions in this playlist. This is account-wide, not character-wide, so you can only do this 5 times and get 100 legendary marks across all 3 of your characters combined, not individually. But they're really quick. You can knock these out in about 30 minutes, have 100 marks ready to go. Next up, the Siva Crisis Heroic playlist will give you a weekly bonus of a total of 30 legendary marks. That's 3 individual strikes, rewarding you 10 legendary marks per strike. Already we're up to 130. Again, all of these are going to be account-wide, not character-wide. Next up, the Nightfall doesn't give you any legendary marks, but the Challenge of Elders, if you complete that 3 times a week, you can get another 30 legendary marks, 10 per completion. So we're already up to 160 legendary marks just from doing these 3 activities each week. Next up's the raid. We don't get anything from that. But if we go over to the weekly Crucible playlist, which this week Iron Banner is active, I believe that you can get 40 legendary marks from this by completing your first 4 matches in whatever the weekly featured Crucible playlist is. You get 10 legendary marks per match for your first 4 matches, I believe, or 5. I could be wrong there. I don't play Crucible all that often, so honestly I don't remember. But in any case, you're 200 legendary marks. You're maxed out in legendary marks just by doing these 4 activities right here. Now, if that's not enough for you, like I said, Iron Banner is active this week. And what I would recommend you guys do is go over here and complete your Iron Banner bounties and just hold on to them, man. Each one of these bounties will give you 25 legendary marks, and there are 4 of them that you could pick up on each character. So that's 100 legendary marks that you could store per character, totaling 300 legendary marks just sitting there in your bounties if you have 3 characters. In addition to that, the weekly Zavala bounties also reward you with 10 legendary marks, and let's be honest, most of us are 400 light, so we don't really need this 400 light gear. So these would be another one that I would recommend you just hold on to. That's another 30 legendary marks per character each week that you can just store in your inventory and turn in when you run out of legendary marks. So that's 130 legendary marks per character that you can store right here. You add trials bounties to that, and you're talking 200 plus legendary marks per character that you can store. You can literally max out your fucking legendary marks 4 times a week just on these bounties if you have 3 characters. Now, in addition to those, let's say that you don't like to do the weekly heroic strikes, or maybe you're not a high enough light level to do those 350 strikes. What I want you to do is head to the reef and go right here to the 260 Prison of Elders. This counts towards your heroic strike completion. You can get up to 3 bonuses just like the heroic strikes, each bonus rewarding 10 legendary marks, totaling 30 legendary marks a week. You can either do this or the heroic strikes. You cannot do both. So if you do 3 of these, it takes away your heroic strike bonus. If you do 3 heroics, it takes away your Prison of Elders bonus. Additionally, the 320 Challenge of Elders does not reward you any legendary marks whatsoever. Only the 390 version will reward you with legendary marks. Now, there are some other methods that you can do. What I like to do each week, because I've been burning through some legendary marks like crazy. So I think on this character, or on this account, I have max, so my legendary marks are maxed. So every single piece of legendary gear that I'm going to pick up for the rest of the week, I'm not going to dismantle it. I'm just going to throw it in my vault. And I will dismantle it once these legendary marks go down. Once I spend them on something, I go dismantle all the legendary gear that I have in my vault that I don't want to keep, all the trash-rolled weapons, trash-rolled gear, all that stuff. I will throw all that away, and I will get some of my legendary marks back. And additionally, and guys, this is the big one, okay? Every single destination that you can go to All right, with the exception of the Dreadnought. You go to Earth, you can go to Cosmodrome Patrol, you can go to Plague Lands Patrol, you can go to the Moon Patrol, you can go to Venus Patrol, you can go to Mars Patrol. Public events, man. Public events are absolutely huge nowadays. Public events used to be really good back in year one, then they kind of became meh, like what's the point? But now they're really strong again. For your first completion per character of a public event each day, you're guaranteed 15 legendary marks and a pretty decent little chunk of Motes of Light, plus a legendary item, whether it be a weapon or an armor piece. So, I mean, just by doing one public event a day, if you dismantle that legendary gear without leveling it up, you can get 18 legendary marks per character every single day. I mean, that adds up pretty quick, guys. You multiply that by 7 days a week, uh, that's a ton of legendary marks, man. So definitely be doing your public events. You can find out when these public events are going to start by going to websites like destinypublicevents.com. That's the one I use on my computer. Additionally, you can find iPhone and Android apps called Events for Destiny. That's the one that I personally use. I've been using it since Vanilla Destiny. It's very reliable and very good. So that's it, man. There's your legendary mark paths. Go out there, farm them, max out your marks, go buy those vendor weapons each week, guys. That's going to bring this video to an end. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you for watching, and take care, guys.